Hello everyone, Impy Hitter here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide for Elden Ring. This is part 20. So, in the last episode, we got invaded. That was a thing. And then we ended up completing some of the lower Liurnia stuff. We ended up at the Rose Church, where we ended up picking up Vare's questline from where we left it previously. And he wanted us to do some invasions. Now, one thing I want to call out, I don't know if I called it out in the last episode, but you don't have to do the 3 invasions that I did in that episode. Later, we're going to be getting to a place called the Altus Plateau up here. And once you're up here, there will be an opportunity to do an invasion against someone that Vare wants you to kill. So, if you do that invasion instead, that will satisfy his requirement to progress his quest. Otherwise, after that, he's going to give you a piece of cloth that he wants you to basically dampen with a dead maiden's blood. So we ended up going over to the 4 belfries. We took the teleportal there over to the Chapel of Anticipation, which is the first area that you start the game at. And there's a dead character there who we used for that purpose. And then while we were there, we also got an item that was required for completing, or progressing, I should say, Nefeli's quest. So that's going to be kind of what we continue along for in this episode. We're going to first be heading over here. So we're going to kill an Erdtree avatar. We're also going to go to a dungeon that's right here. We're going to head north. And north there is a shack that's going to have Edgar at it. He's going to attack us during an invasion. And then there's another boss over here at an Everjail. After we do that, we're going to come over and talk to Hyetta, because we're going to get another Shiburi grape from Edgar. And then we're going to kill the enemy that's here as well, which is another Knight's Cavalry. From there, we're going to explore some of the stuff that's in this section here. But our ultimate goal is going to be to head over here. So this area is going to end up having one of several different locations in it that is basically kind of like crystal tunnels, basically. So we're going to be tackling that too. But for starters, let's go ahead and head to the converted tower and work our way up from here. As usual, you're going to want a bonk stick for this. I'll also mention that this particular Erdtree version, the Erdtree avatar, has some really high defense. So it's going to take a lot of hits, though the attacks that he does are exactly the same. So I'll leave it to you to decide if you want to kill him now. I think he's easy, so I'm going to go ahead and kill him now. So again, very old school Souls-like enemy. I really do not like having... Come on, kill him for me. Ah. That's irritating. All right. And there's his most dangerous attack. Oh, come on. I don't know how that didn't hit him. Alright, I think this battle's about done. This fight did not quite go as planned, but hey, that works out. We're going to get a cerulean crystal tear and a ruptured crystal tear. Let's go have a look at these. So one of them causes the concoction to explode in a mixed physic, and the other one restores half of your total FP. So that's going to be good for magic users. Otherwise, we are going to basically head back down, because in order to get to this, we actually have to go completely around. So there is a scarab here. Be aware there are also some vampire bats here. Anyway, we're going to get an Ash of War for that. So this is going to be the Road's End Catacombs. This place has a lot of secret passages. So for starters, I want to make sure we got a shield out. We got a lot of these types of enemies to deal with in here. Gotta love these imps. And strangely enough, there is the access point for the dungeon's boss right up front. There's a lot more stuff that we can get down here. So first things first, come into here, hold out your shield. Over here for a rune arc. This, by the way, is another opening. And this actually goes to the boss. We're going to come back for that here in a few minutes. For now, pick up the glove ward. It's always nice to have for spirit ash upgrades. And then, like before, there is another opening here. There's two enemies this time. So here is actually the Watchdog stuff. You might remember this as the weapon that the Erdtree Burial Watchdog had. The thing that he smacked you with. Otherwise, we're going to head down this path. There's another enemy off to our side here. And then, as usual, there is that if you want to trap him in a trap. Otherwise, we're going to come down this path. Actually, there is some more glove wart here. So open this up. Now, be aware there is one right here. And then there are basically two past the hallway here. So So if you stay far enough away from them, you can usually deal with them one at a time. And then this is going to get us a Spirit Ash. Alright, so now we're going to head back to the boss door. Down this path, we got some root resin, more gloveworts, another hidden path, some more root resin on the ground. Okay, so the way that this boss works is this boss is a snail, and the snail will go invisible. It's going to create a little bit of light that you can faintly see, and it's going to summon a Crucible Knight. Don't fight the Crucible Knight. Go after the enemy himself, because he will just simply keep summoning Crucible Knights. So don't waste your time with that. We want to go after the enemy itself. It will teleport after several hits, so ideally we want to have some distraction in this place, so we are going to do a summon very quickly. So wait for him to be... his attention, anyway, to be taken. There we go. So you can see the faint light over here. You can usually get in a few hits. And we can see him over here now. And he didn't go very far. Usually he teleports amongst the stuff over there, but we were really good timing. Anyway, you're going to get another Glintstone Sorcery Ashes. And we're done. Then we go ahead and grab the Grace to refill our stuff. And we'll go ahead and grab a level while we're at it, too. Dexterity, I think. Yeah. I recommend grabbing the Grace there because we're going to be heading now to the Revenger's Shack. And at the Revenger's Shack, we're going to be invaded before we have a chance to rest at the Grace that's there. So Edgar's actually going to be attacking us, and we're finally going to finish off his quest. So we're going to take this path back to the main path, and then we're going to turn left when we reach it. So there's a Grace. You'll be able to get to it close enough to actually activate it, but not to rest at it. So just activate it, and then try to get behind the enemy. Use that opportunity to stab him in the back. I will say his thrusting attacks are a little bit easier to parry than most of the other attacks. So you can give that a try if you like. I'm not particularly good at parrying in this game, but you can give that a try if you got a shield that can do it. I don't know why that's not parrying. So as you can see, he kind of likes this attack. Perfect time to get him with something distance-based. And that's going to do it. So in the process, we're going to get a Shabriri grape. So we'll be able to give that over to our friend Hyetta a little bit later. We're also going to get his Banished Knight's Halberd +8, which is actually a really nice weapon. In fact, I neglected to tell y'all, I probably should have mentioned it, but whenever we initially found him over his daughter, we actually could have killed him in order to get this weapon. But I didn't want to have you do that because it would have pushed your fights in multiplayer up to +8, because the weapons are actually part of what handles the matchmaking in the game. So I don't normally recommend doing this until this point, because by that point you're at maybe a +2, maybe a +3 weapon. So now's a much better time to do it. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and head in here and grab some more of these raw dumplings. And we'll go ahead and rest. So we're going to head north again, back on the trail. And we're going to run into an Everjail here. So this is going to be Bowls. He is a giant. He actually has the carrion sword that we found previously. As is usual, giants are best knocked over, so we're going to go ahead and pop fire grease. Add a little bit of extra oomph to our weapon. Actually, I'm gonna make a few more of these too. Okay. So I'm gonna hit him a couple times with the bonk weapon to knock him down. It's also worth mentioning he's a little bit more aggressive than your average giant. So that attack is actually what we're going to get from him after he dies. So again, roll underneath him whenever he does that. Oh, I did not time that well. Otherwise, that's going to do it. Alrighty, so we're going to go a little bit north of here. There's an Arteria leaf in here we'll go ahead and pick up from the singing vampire bat. Never thought I'd hear those words said in the same sentence. Okay, I think we're far enough away. So now we're going to head over to Hayeda. We're going to give her the Shiburi grape that we got from Edgar. And then we're going to go ahead and kill the Knight's Cavalry that's here. We'll have to basically progress until night.
Oh, now I can feel that aside. Delectably, what a sight.
So we should probably tell her that they're human eyes before he gets the wrong idea.
Not all of those noises. Sorry, don't mind me.
So as you step away, she's gonna cough up.
I apologize. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, we'll go ahead and rest, and then we're gonna talk to her again.
I've gleaned the reason the distant lies so faint, but with everyone finally, I'm certain. I'm certain now.
Okay, so we have progressed her quest. Again, her quest is tied directly to the Frenzied Flame ending. We're going to go as far as we can into that without having to basically do that ending. Unless, of course, you want to, but it's not the ending that I would go for as your first ending, personally. Otherwise, let's go ahead and grab another level. And then we're going to pass the time to nightfall. So this one also has a halberd like the one that we fought at the bridge. So try to dodge through that if you can. Again, try to knock him off the horse if you can. That'll do a lot of damage to him. And if you can get behind him, right as he stands up, you might even be able to backstab him. I did not succeed in the backstab, though. Anyway, we're going to get the Ash of War. Ice Spirit is basically exactly what it says. It's an Ash of War that equips ice to a weapon. Alright, so from here, we can go ahead and clear this. We've also gotten rid of this, gotten rid of this. Gotten rid of that. Gotten rid of that. Gotten rid of that. And gotten rid of that. So next we're going to be kind of heading over to this area here, collecting a few items along the way. There's also a couple of items kind of in these areas here. So we're going to do that as well. So let's head to the beach. Before we get that item, I'm going to go shoot this thing down. Get us a golden rune. We'll grab the silver pickled foul foot. Now we're going to basically kind of run along the side of this cliff here. I'm going to go ahead and grab the items that are along the side here before we head into the town area. So this is a Land Squirt's Ash of War. And I think it's over this way. Yeah. Smithing stone number 3. So look for the Miranda plant. So got ourselves a Grace. And there's another we're going to pick up over here. Is that 3 on our map? Yes, it is. Okay. So grab it and get out of here. Okay, so now we are headed to kind of this area here, because we're going to be picking up some items that are in this area. So you might have trouble finding the items. There's basically some magic grease out here. It's, we'll find a dead body that's basically, there it is. It's basically suspended on the top of a fallen down church. I believe this is magic grease. And then we're going to find a down tower. And around the down tower, there is a scarab. Get back here. Alright, some somber smithing stones. And then, let's see, we're going to head for a stone sword key in a chest in a tower. We need to find another one of these broken out towers. Yeah, this is the one. You'll actually have to make a jump into here to get this one. This has a stone sword key in it. Then what we're going to do is going to kind of run along the side here. There's actually another stone sword key in here. Actually, it's the other way. We're heading north along the wall, and we're going to see kind of a area over here. So over here, there's one of these Iron Maidens. These are not the Iron Maidens that you can teleport with, so just run away from it for now. We're going to see a dude on a chair, though, and there will be a stone sword key to pick up. There he is. Alright, so now we have gotten that. Next, we're going to head to the dungeon. So this dungeon has a ball bearing in it at the end of the dungeon where the boss is. Let's see. A little hard to see here. There it is. So go ahead and pick up the cracked crystals. These can be used to make crystal daggers, which are the things that can be really, really useful against, oh god, any of the golem enemies. The boss of this place, by the way, deserves a bonk stick, as do most of the enemies that are in here, so just be aware that you should be planning for bonk sticks. I don't remember, is there anything else around here? Yeah, smithing stones. This place has a lot of these level 3 smithing stones to pick up, so take advantage of that. So in here we're going to turn left, we're going to give this guy a bonk. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to go across here for an item. Lots of death pads, because people have died here. Lots of death. Including me! Including me! There's the boss, by the way. The boss is going to deserve a bonk stick with fire on it, by the way. I'm going to kill this guy because we're going to be coming over here in a moment whenever we go back and get that item again. And our runes. So we became part of the problem. There we go. Anyway, more somber smithing stones. Make the jump over here. So this we're going to activate here in a few minutes. This is actually a shortcut back down. Shouldn't take us that long to get down to, though. Then again, if I had to do over again, I might have considered putting this to the next episode. They're approaching 40 minutes at this point. These guys are a pain. As are these guys. Normal level 3 smithing stones. So come out here. More nice crystals. Now we're getting closer. And this will get us shortcuts. Alright, so we want to be careful with these enemies. As you can see, there are a few of them. These ones are really crazy, especially once they start shaking, so back off on them and they'll basically fall over there onto the ground. Otherwise, we're going to knock them down, try to kill them one at a time. Alright, let's get you to come over to us. This is one of the weird ones. Come on. Alright, we got crystal knife. So it has the quick step ability. Not a whole lot of damage though. Intelligence scaling. We're gonna kill these guys first. Get back here. Oh, no, you don't. Shatter Earth. This is a sorcery. And this is going to head down to the boss. I don't think there's anything off the sides for this one. Let's find out. Oh, there's a Somber Smithing Stone. Glad I checked. Okay, so the boss that we're going to have in here is going to be a crystalline enemy. Crystalline enemies are best dealt with bonk sticks, so I recommend having a bonk stick. These in particular are going to be also susceptible to fire, so bonk stick with fire is going to work out great. We're going to step in here. I'm going to summon. You don't really have to summon for this, but it will make the fight a whole lot easier. These guys don't have a whole lot of poise. Jump attacks work really well against them. There we go. And that's going to do it for this fight. So we now get a Smithing Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. So the bell bearings, by the way, can be taken over to the Twin Maiden Husks in the Round Table Hold. So I'm going to go do that real quick. So ball bearings will expand the repertoire of the things that she sells, or they sell. So now we have a few more items, like smithing stones. In fact, as we complete some of these places, we're going to get more things. We'll be able to buy most of the smithing stones directly from her, and in unlimited supply eventually. But with that, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. In the next episode, we're going to be tackling some more of the Liurnia stuff. We're actually going to start heading towards kind of the northern sections of it, though. So, and then eventually we're going to be coming back for the Raya Lucaria Academy. Until then, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.